coming out here after 30 years, yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love, appreciate the support. 33 years, man. 33 years of prison stories. We out here, we rolling. We trying to get it done, man. We trying to get it done. We got to keep on grinding. Big love to everybody who done, you know, check me out on Vlad. Everybody that went to all my new platforms. We gonna try to get them, you know, as consistent as this one. We gonna keep rolling over there, man. So y'all go check us out. Banky Pound Prison Fitness, pure deliciousness, and always living life after life podcast. We out here, and we grinding. This video right here, I was talking to Trail about this, and I didn't realize I have recited this event a couple of times to so many people. I didn't realize if I had put it on a platform or not. I do remember talking to people about it. I remember talking to Joe about it, but I don't know if I ever put it on the platform. But, you know, and I know I may have mentioned it, but I don't know if I ever really went into detail about the situation. But this situation right here happened early in my bit. Is one of the first, or the first, like, real serious altercation that I had. And y'all know I was nervous purpose. I ain't gonna lie to you, I was nervous purpose because, you know, I'm in a new setting, I'm in penitentiary, you know, this is real life, you know, you can lose your life, you know, and it was serious. And the crazy part about it is the beef won't even mine. You know, it wasn't even my beef, man. It was a beef for my homeboy, man. You know, I had my homeboy, shout out to him, man, Frog. He was an older dude that was from up my way, but, you know, I definitely think I spoke on him before and briefly about the incident, but I spoke on him before because he, you know, he had a drug problem, you know, which a lot of dudes do, you know what I'm saying, in prison and out of prison, but he was a good dude, you know what I'm saying. He was a good dude. The drugs just had a hold of him. And he was older then, but he was somebody when he was on the street, you know, and I met a lot of cats like that over the years from up my way and from other places. You know, they was serious cats on the street getting big money and all of this and all that, but penitentiary is a different life, man, and especially if you got a drug habit or you got anything like that, the prison will break you down, man, because of you know, the depression and the, you know, your need to want to escape, and you get caught up in them drugs, and it'll yeah, man, it'll suck you down the drain. But you know, being that Frog was, you know, like a tall, slim cat, man, and he was older, you know, and every now and then he might try to pull some flammery too, you know, trying to get high. But then dudes will try to, you know, flam him, cause he did, you know, he'll get some coins every now and then. He get some loot, some cheddar, some money, and that's what he gonna spend it on. You know what I'm saying? But he want to get what he paid for, and in prison, man, especially like in the wall, I found out early, man, them dudes with that flammery, that tomfoolery, that skullduggery, that larceny is at an all-time high. Trust me when I tell you, they would try, man, them people would try God, man. You know, I'm not lying to you. They try everything, man. I mean, they would sell you salt, they would sell you soap, they would sell you, man, turpentine if they could, and say it was drugs, and you won't know it or be the wiser until you get it, you know what I'm saying? But then the crazy part about that, this is prison, man. This ain't the street, so they gonna see you, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like you could do that to somebody and then go somewhere else, you know, unless you get moved or something like that. But still, you are actually on the compound with this person, so the probability of him running into you again is high. So they know that, and they still take that risk, you know, to try to get some money. You know what I'm saying? And dudes take the same risk to try to get high. So it's a vicious game, man. It's a vicious game where a lot of dudes have, you know, end up losing their life or losing an eye or losing a limb or, you know, losing a kidney or something. You know, it's crazy, but it's everyday life in there, man. Everybody's trying to get what they're trying to get, and however they can get it, and they willing to take the risk for it, then, you know, there's a lot that comes with it. But I remember the dude that had jived, like, got out on Frog for some money, and he had told me, and I'm you know, new in the penitentiary. I'm young, you know. I'm feeling like I'm strong. I'm feeling like I'm, you know, fit and ferocious. So, you know, I'm like, yeah. And I ain't never really like, if y'all been following me, and y'all already know, I never really liked the advantage taking people anyway. I never liked that, even from a kid, man, to try to, you know, advantage take people. I never really went for that. So, you know, I'm like, man, boom, I'm gonna pull up on him, and he was like, no, don't, you know what I'm saying? So I do pull up on the dude and try to, you know, spit my game to him. I mean, like, what's up, man? You got to straighten that woo-woo. And he big boy me, you know, he been in the penitentiary a while, so he talking that talk, and, you know, but we between the bars, so he talking like he a killer, and don't be, you know, pulling up on me about no man, no grown man, woo-woo-woo, all of this, you know, killer talk. So I'm going back and forth with him, and then he basically more or less issuing out threats, like what he'll do to me, what he can do to me, and I'm new to the penitentiary and all of this foolishness. And yeah, that'll put me in a whole different lane, you know what I'm saying? Because now I'm like, yeah, you know, I got to think, can you, will you? So if I got to think all of that, I'm trying to get at you, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure you can't and you won't, you dig? So we going back and forth through it, man, but I don't think in my mind that he was, you know, in retrospect, looking back, that he was really built like that. I think more or less he was barking on me to shake me up because he knew I was young, he knew I was green. And what he don't know is he did shake me up because I was ready to hurt him because I'm nervous, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, and I'm moving like that at this time. I'm still, you know, new to the penitentiary. I'm green as a pool table, 4 times square. So all I know to do with threats is to address them. All I know to do with threats is to make sure that I eliminate the threat. So I'm trying to get at them, but at the time, like I say, in the wall, we was coming out then different tiers at a time. The tiers weren't coming out at the same, because when I had got there, they had just started, you know, putting it back in the population, because they had been locked down, to my understanding, for some years because of all the violence, all the Bethlehem play. Dudes was getting killed up in there. Dudes was getting, you know, mauled up in there, you know, viciously, and they had closed it down. So but when I get there, it's the movement has started back, you know what I'm saying? But although it's what we call control movement, where everybody's not out at the same time, they letting a tier out, then they locking them up, then another tier, and so on and so forth. It was 4 tiers in there. So he won't on my tier. So when you come out, you could go down to other tiers and go to the bars and talk of woo-woo-woo. Dudes be gambling through the bars, you know, talking through the bars, drinking, you know, smoking, doing all types of stuff, just kicking it with each other if you know, wanted to socialize with somebody that won't on your tier when you come out. But that's also the time that you was afforded to go use the phone, go take your shower, whatever you had to do. So so he on another tier, I'm on another tier. So I done went down there on my wreck and poured on about fraud. And he done come up there on his wreck and he threatening me some more. So I'm telling him, okay, that, you know what I'm saying, you know what it is, you know. Now, he ended up getting into another situation with somebody else, and he ended up moving, you know, maybe a week later after we going back and forth. But now I got him on my radar because he like one of the first dudes that really like threatened me, like he gonna really do something to me. So, you know, like I say, he done shook me up. There ain't no ands, ifs, or buts about him. Young, I think I might not have been, I'm like 20, 21, you know what I'm saying, 21, somewhere up in there. So yeah, I'm like, okay, when I see him, you know what I'm saying, that's what he gonna have to do, because he gonna have to defend himself, because I'm coming, you know. So after he get gone and everything, and he gone up out of the joint, so me and Frog talk about the situation. The situation is, you know, oh man, he gone, don't worry about him, woo, woo, woo. But I know I still go to visits. I gotta go to visit. I gotta walk across that yard. I don't know where he at. I don't know if he might pop out. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of blind spots in that wall, man. A lot of them, and a lot of people got left in a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? And I won't try to be one. But by this time though, I got to Bethlehem, you know what I'm saying? And I told you, I takes it over there with me to the visiting room, and, you know, I hides it in the flower pot, and and I guess when I come back, when I got to walk through all of that foolishness is going on. So But along the time that he was gone too, I ended up getting this club, right? I call it a club, but in actuality what it was it was like a little 2x4, but it was about this long, probably about as long as this, as long as a good old umbrella, one of these umbrellas when it's folded. It's probably about as long as this, and it was thick. It was about this thick, right? And it had a hole drilled in the back end of it with a string on it. The string was just like what they make shift for this. So you could put your wrist through it and hold it so you can't nobody take it from you or get off. We also do the Bethlehem like this. Certain people do the Bethlehem like this, depending on what type of war you're going to. Because if you're going to a certain type of war, and there's a lot of people or somebody might, you know, you don't want that thing to get took out your hand. Because if it get took out your hand, you know, you probably going to end up being a victim of it, and it probably could take your life. So that was the reason for that. Okay, so now the joint got string on the end, but at the end right here at the tip, it got nails all the way through, everywhere. Nails sticking all through this way, nails sticking through this way, nails sticking. It's like at the end of it is just all nails sticking out. It's been nailed all the way through the wood. So it's like, you know, like poking Jones. So I like to say, you know, it reminds me of like a caveman club. You know what I'm saying? Or like what you see on the Flintstones. So now you got this piece of wood with all these nails sticking out of it. So if you like a mop, you know, they're going to be getting poked, little holes all up in them. So I had that joint. When I seen him do one sell, hey, let me get that. You know what I'm saying? So I know it sounds barbaric and crazy, but I was in a barbaric and crazy world. So I got that, and I got the Bethlehem. You understand? So about a week or two, couple of weeks or whatever it was to go by, you know, I'm up in the cell one day, and I'm just chilling, and dude come down there and bring me a kite, right? A kite is a little small note, a letter or something that's been written to you, but it's been folded up, taped up or whatever, and the dude can't get to you or whatever, so somebody out, they might say, hey man, take this such, woo, 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 take it to him. It might be something, you open it up, might be, man, send me some food down here, whoever it is, might be your homeboy telling woo, woo, woo. I get the kite. The kite tell me, old boy, back in the block, and he on our tip. He just moved down in the cell about 5-6 cells from me. Now I must have missed that because I'm in my cell. I must have been sleeping, whatever, when he came in, went by, whatever. So this frog telling me this to let me know, be on point, the boy on the block, right? So immediately, my joint started boom, 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 boom. So I'm like, okay, because he left, you know, threatening me. So I don't know what he gonna do. I don't know, you know, if he see me, he might move on me or whatever he gonna do. I don't know. But yeah, he gonna be in for a rude awakening because, like I say, I'm young, I'm in here, I ain't really, you know what I'm saying, win it nobody like that. I done put the mitts on people all through, you know, jail, all through receiving. I'm just mom, but we in a different league now. You know what I'm saying? These cats trying to kill you. You know, they trying to take you up out here. They ain't playing with you. You know, some of them done did decade or better, you know what I'm saying, 2 decades, 3 decades. These dudes ain't doing no real fighting, man. You know what I'm saying? Even the ones who can fight. They not doing no real fighting because they looking at any, you know, threat to their physical being is you know what I'm saying, a threat to their life, and they gonna try to make sure that they, you know, take care of that. So I know that by now. I can see it by now. I've seen the violence. I've seen my man get killed out here. I know what's going on in here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still learning at the same time, but I'm moving, you know, to be honest, I'm moving kind of like out of fear and out of fear and aggression at the same time. I done turned my fear into aggression because my fear of getting hurt or getting killed in here has turned into like full-on aggression. If I think you're gonna hurt me, then I'm gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I was. So I'm like, okay, well, he on the tier. So that means when they open the doors for our tier, he coming out too, right? So I don't know, like I say, what's on his mind. If he see me, if he automatically moving on me, or whether he done forgot about the situation or whatever. But these are things you can't leave the chance, you know what I'm saying, in the penitentiary, because if you do, it just might cost you more than you willing to pay. I wasn't willing to pay nothing, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't willing to pay nothing, not a busted lip, not a punch in the face. I won't willing to pay nothing. See what I'm saying? So my mind's frame is that I'm gonna go ahead on and get them. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you know, at the time I'm thinking, well, it's gonna send a message to anybody else in here to think too that I'm young, I'm green, they can, you know, come at me any kind of way or do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead on and light them up. You know, so that's my whole mind frame. Now, being that I got the Bethlehem, which I told you was vicious. I got the jagged edge, the compass on the back. I know for a fact I ain't never really, you know, put that in nobody yet. And I know I ain't, that takes a lot to do that. And at the same time, I know that I can do it, but I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to kill him, you know, but I wanted to send him a message. So I said, well, boom, I'm going to take this with me and I'm going to take this club with me. But I'm going to pull up on him, but my intention is to put the club on him. This the backup, you know what I'm saying? This the backup in case things get out of hand. Yeah, this in case anything get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? This the backup, you know? So, when the doors pop, you know, as y'all can imagine, man, my adrenaline is already just boom, boom, boom. Because you don't know what's going on out here. You don't know how this gonna shake out. You got a plan in your mind, but you don't know what their plan is. You don't know who with them, who rock with them, who might help them, anything. So, I'm like, okay, but I'm feeling like I got these two things on me, you know. You gonna have to be a bad mofo to get to me, that's for sure. So when I come out, I'm on point though, I'm looking and I'm scanning the joint, I'm looking down the way where he at, and then I see Frog coming up, so I go holler at Frog. So me and Frog is kicking in and he like, man, yeah, look, man, don't worry about it, man, he ain't gonna do nothing, whoa. Yeah, I said, well, where he at? He said, he down there. You look, turn around slow, you look, he right down there. He got his shower stuff, he trying to get in line to get in the shower first, so then I guess he can run around and do what he want to do. Dudes be trying to get in that shower. Some dudes will duck the shower, you know what I'm saying? But some dudes want to try to get in that shower first, then go use the phone, holler at people, holler at dudes in the block or whatever. Some dudes will go do all that and be late in the shower, you know what I'm saying? And trying to get in there last before we got to lock in. He got his shower stuff, so he's trying to go down and get in the shower. So I spin around, I look, I see him. I want to be able to peep him and know, you know, exactly where he at or what's going on. So boom. So I'm looking this way, so Frog looking that way, so Frog can see behind me if somebody coming behind me. But I got the joint on my hip, and I got that club up in my sleeve like this here. I got that club up in my sleeve like this here. You understand? So I'm just moving, you know, but I'm prepared to do what I came out here to do, and that's to confront him, and, you know, really, I'm gonna put some work on him. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put some work. Literally, I'm gonna put this wood on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. So to get some understanding, you know what I'm saying? That you ain't gonna hurt me. I'm not gonna let you hurt me. I ain't here to be hurt, and this is what is gonna, you know, gonna be the consequences of anybody trying to hurt me, right? So boom, I'm waiting, we talking and everything, and Frog just telling me, man, just leave it be, leave it be. I said, nah, man, no, I ain't leaving it be. He told me he gonna do this, he gonna do that. Why? I just gotta believe him, you know what I'm saying? So I'm asking him, well, who he rock with? Somebody on this zone that he really mess with? He was like, well, the dudes that he usually hung with when he was here, they on the other tier, the tier that he was on at first. So I was like, okay, all right. He said, well, what you gonna do? I said, yeah, I'm gonna do something. I said, don't worry about it. You ain't gotta get involved. You ain't gotta do nothing. He feeling like, no, it was my thing at first anyway. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Just let it be, young blood, let it be. I'm like, man, I'm good. I'm all right, right? So he was like, well, I'm gonna be on point, man, but I want you to just leave it alone. I'm like, I'm good, right? So I wait, man. It's like, boom, we probably waiting about 15, 20 minutes before next thing you know, boom, he disappeared. He go in there in the shower. Then the shower is on the end of every tier, you know what I'm saying? So he in the shower, right? I know he in the shower because I done seen him go in there. Then there ain't nothing but like one dude left. He just hanging down midway down the tier, but he got his shower stuff, so I'm assuming he next to go in there. But he ain't just standing by the shower. He a couple of cells down waiting. So I turn around and I start walking down the joint, you know? So boom, while I'm going down the joint, I'm looking around, and I'm not even gonna hold you, man. My heart, if you could have saw my heart was like boom, 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 boom. One of the most nervous days that I had, and especially the most nervous day from besides just walking in there, this incident right here, since I had, you know, been in prison. You know, because like I say, it's relatively early, man. I done went to Southampton Receiving there. I'm at the wall. This is like my second stop. So when I'm going down there, right, and I walk, and then I go past the dude that's got his shower stuff, he was like, oh yeah, I'm next. Then I said, I ain't taking no shower, and I just keep on walking. So when I go down there, when you go in the shower zone, it's like an area. It's like a little small room, but it got an area over here where you can hang your stuff up. It got the shower right here. It got a little joint right there where I guess you get dressed or whatever, right? But on some of the tiers, I can't remember which one of the tiers it was. One of the tiers was lined up, it won't this one, because I'm on the top. But one of them was lined up right in with the booth. I think it was either the second floor, I think it's like either the second floor or the third floor. It's lined up right where the booth at. Because they got a booth that's connected where the people don't even have to come in there. That's why I tell you could be getting killed and mollywopped in there. And they gonna just be looking and they gonna call the people or whatever and they gonna talk or whatever. But they ain't coming up in there when them people is out there, because them dudes out there, man, they ain't yeah, they were different. They ain't going in. It's probably if it's 80 dudes out there, it's probably 78 Bethlehems out there, and they know it. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't coming in there like that when the people is all out. So, like I say, you know, when I told y'all the situation about the dude when he got killed out there, he laid out there till we was all locked up and they came and got him. Whether they could have saved him or not, I don't know. But, you know, it didn't look like, because it looked like he was, you know, DOA from the time dude finished with him. So, anyway, so when I go down there and I peep around the corner, I go on up in there, so he in the shower already, right? So I look around, I scope the spot, I see his little robe and towel stuff right there, boom, see his clothes. So I don't know now, just like to just go in the shower or do what? You know what I'm saying? So he might got that thing in there, you know what I'm saying? He might got that thing in there. So I'm taking it, I'm looking around, but I'm hesitating a little bit. And then I just get it in my heart and my mind. I'm like, man, just bust your move. So I go to the shower curtain and I jerk the joint over. So when I jerk it over, I said, man, yeah, remember me? What you say you gonna do to me? So when he turn around, he like, you know, put the stuff out his face like he got soap in his eyes. But then he started looking around. Just that split second that he look around, I'm thinking that this joker might got something up in there. So when he do that, I just advance on him. Pop, pop, pop. And I start clucking him. I'm telling you, I was hitting him with the club, and he go down in the corner, and he holding his hand up, and I'm bang, 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 bang. And I hit him, man, when I hit him the last time, boom, the wood broke. Clink, clink. So now I ain't holding nothing but like this thing on my wrist and a little piece of wood, right? So I take the joint off my wrist, and he said, all right, okay, yeah, all right, man, leave me alone. So he hollering and screaming there, so there's a lot of noise. So I said, yeah, you don't do nothing to me, you know what I'm saying? And I peel off, right? Leave up out of there. I'm walking in the T fast as I don't know what, but in my mind, I'm walking slow and calm, but I think I was walking so fast because my heart beating, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get caught. I don't know who with him. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, who gonna come to his aid. I don't know if the police gonna look up there or look down there and see I don't know nothing. All I know is get away, you know what I'm saying? Get away, get somewhere back down close to my cell, get somewhere with Frog at. Boom, put my back against the wall. I got that Bethlehem on me. So anybody come to me like, oh, hey man, what's up, what's happening? Yeah, okay. So that was my whole thing. So when I get in there, Frog like, man, what's up? You all right? I said, I'm good. But I can look back on it now in my mind. I know I probably was like, yeah, you know, I probably was so hyped up and adrenaline flowing that I probably looked guilty. You know what I'm saying? I probably looked crazy. So, but I know when I was clucking, I know I started seeing blood and blood popping out in there. I just was clucking, bang, bang, because I ain't know if he gonna get up. I ain't know, he was way bigger than me. So I ain't know what was going on, but I know my intent was to keep him down and not let him get up. So when I leave, then I'm saying people is looking around there because they heard a little commotion, but it's loud in there, it's super loud, so it could be anything. So they don't really visually see nothing because he's still up in there. But the dude that was waiting for the shower, he know what was going on because he was right there. So he know, he seen me go in there, he seen me come out, he heard the commotion. So I'm looking at him too because I don't know if that's his buddy, I don't know what's going on. So the whole situation, man, was just like, it's like you in another world now because like I say, I had not made no move like this since I've been in prison. Had nothing like this jumped off with me in prison. Like I said, I just had put hands on people that, you know what I'm saying, that make sure they understood where I was coming from. But now this is a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Plus I got this thing on me and I'm definitely willing to use it if somebody is gonna come at me or try to hurt me. You know what I'm saying? So we standing on the tier. I'm trying to stay close to where my cell at. You know what I'm saying? Why, I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't have helped me. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's why I was trying to stay close to. So he tell me, he said, come on, man, let's go. Let's get off the tier, man. Let's get off the tier, right? So we start walking down the tier. We go get off the tier. We go down to the bottom in the back where they used to cut hair. We just standing over there and we just kicking it, right? So now when we over there, you know, the tiers is high. They real high, so you can look up there and see, but you can't really see everything going on. But you see a lot of dudes now start going upstairs. They going upstairs. So we don't know if they're going up there to help him. We don't know if they're going up there to aid him. We don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So apparently, I couldn't see this because of what we was. Apparently, he had crawled on up out the shower and was at the end of the tier and just propped his back up on the bars and stuff. And he just bleeding. And he waiting for, you know what I'm saying, somebody to come help him. But as I told you, they not gonna come help you while people is out there in that block. You know what I'm saying? So now, in my mind, you know what I'm saying, when we see all these people going up there, I don't know who went up there and they done went to him. They might have been his buddies. They said something to him, and he might have said, oh, it's the dude down there and, you know, 421 or something. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? So I'm down here, man, and I'm telling you, man, when you talking about nervous, I was nervous, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you call it scared, nervous, whatever it was, I was it. And I ain't gonna lie to you. But at the same time, don't get it twisted. If you pull up on me, I'm gonna use this Bethlehem. And I ain't gonna be playing, I ain't gonna be hesitating, I ain't gonna be nothing, because that's how nervous I am. Because I know where I'm at, I know the environment that I'm in now. I done seen this type of stuff happen already. You know what I'm saying? I done seen a dude lose his life in here. I done seen dudes jump off the tier running from the Bethlehem. I done seen dudes get dropped. I done seen dudes get hit. I done seen all types of stuff already. So I'm nervous, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't been involved in that. But now I am. So I don't know what's coming behind that. So I'm just great. And Froggy, see, he was like, man, just calm down, man. Calm down. Everything all right. You good, man. He ain't gonna say nothing of that, man. Ain't nobody coming at you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm more or less, I'm probably doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so it was a wild situation, man. I'm basically waiting and hoping for people to holler, lock up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody lock up, go to your cell. You know what I'm saying? And I'm walking to my cell and ain't gonna have nobody around me. I'm gonna be all like this because I don't know who coming from behind with whoever. I don't know none of that. So when I do finally eventually get up in my cell, man, to get in my cell and the door lock, man, I feel more, you know, relief, you know, a little less, you know, anxiety than what I was feeling, because I know I'm locked in there. You know what I'm saying? So ain't like nobody gonna come run at me, ain't like no couple of dudes or whatever. Only thing now I'm possibly worried about is the police, is they gonna come get me. You know what I'm saying? But with all I have seen so far here, and to see nobody getting in trouble, nobody getting locked up, with all of this stuff happen, see a man die and don't nobody, nah, I'm like, man, I don't know about that. But you always got to think in your mind, well, yeah, probably just me, I'm new, I probably get locked up, I probably get, you know, some more charges, I probably go to the hole, I probably get some time, you know, all of that stuff is just running through your mental at the time, right? But they ain't bother me, man. They ain't bother me, man. And I seen them because we on the tier. So I seen them when they come get them, and they taking them down the tier and taking them out there. So I see him. I see the bloody mess and everything. And he go right by my cell. He don't even look my way, like to even give him no indication of nothing. And they take him on up out there. Never saw him again. Never saw him again. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't mad at that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at that. And then, you know, like I say, the little word that got out that it was me. But I was nervous too still when I come out, because of the simple fact that, you know, I don't know who was cool with him. I don't know who his buddy. And the only way I know how to think is how I act. If I had somebody in there that was like my brother or somebody I was super cool with, just like Frog, or because I'm taking up his calls from the beginning, and then if somebody did something to them and I was right there, I would feel obligated if I was the one left to do something. So you got to think in the frame of mind that you think. And at this time, you know what I'm saying, like I say, I'm young, so I ain't even got the full, you know, penitentiary mind. I'm just thinking about how I live and how I carry with my own principles. So I'm thinking if somebody is in here that was real cool with them, is they gonna try to get at me. You know, but I remember, like I say, he wasn't even originally from my tier, so he probably had been on the other tier longer and had more buddies on the other tier. So even when I came out, I used to walk down the tier that he was on, just act like I'm going in there to see somebody, just to see if one of them dudes was gonna pop off at me and say something like, "Oh yeah, you the one that you know." But it ain't happened. You know what I'm saying? It ain't happened, man. And this whole scenario was a valuable lesson for me. You know, not that I could really receive at the time, because I won't mentally, you know what I'm saying, thinking on that level. But as the years went on, when I reflect back on it, I knew it was a valuable lesson. I learned so many things. I learned too that, which I tell y'all all the time, number one, which I should have known, just should be obvious, but it's not. Even the greatest of gangsters, even the strongest of gangsters, the ones with the big, nobody want to be hurt. And nobody want to be killed. Thus the nervousness. Nobody want to, you know. And even the ones that you see move with so much aggression and so much viciousness and violence, man, they moving out of fear, because they don't want that to happen to them. So that fuels their aggression, that fuels their violence, you know what I'm saying, nature, because it's the fear of it happening to you, you know what I'm saying. So, and I learned that, you know what I'm saying, over the years, you know what I'm saying, no matter who it is, if people know, especially in prison, if they know that you are willing to defend your person to the point where you know, you will take a life or to stop yours from getting took, then they're gonna respect that on one level or the other. But you always got exceptions to the rules too. You got dudes, man, you got dudes in prison so crazy. That's the type of dude they want to beef with. You know what I'm saying? That's who they want to be. They be like, they got a death wish. You know what I'm saying? You have a few, but it's very few of them. But you got some of them in there. You know, and, oh, I don't care who he killed, who he stabbed. I mean, what's up? Yeah, you got them fools in there. You got them fools in there. You know, straight vicious bammers. You know what I'm saying? So you got to watch out for them. But for the most part, man, people are going to respect that you will stand up and go to war for whatever it is that you feel is disrespectful or this may be harmful to you. Yeah, you know, so yeah, people gonna respect it, man. And I learned that over the years, man. And I always kept that in my frame of mind, that no matter who my opposition was, I knew that there was a man like me. You know, they bleed like me. You know, they die like me. They cry like me. You know, they feel fear like me. So I know that. You know what I'm saying? None of us is built different when it comes to genetic makeup. We all humans. You know what I'm saying? Some bigger, some smaller, some this color, that color, but we all are human. You know what I'm saying? Period. So you're going to have human emotions and human thoughts and human feelings. You know, so when you factor that in, man, you can operate from a different perspective, you know. So yeah, man, but that was like that was like one of my most nervous days in prison turned out to be one of my most vicious days, man, cuz I blanked out when I was hitting them. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was just hitting them so much, like I was just making sure you just don't get up. I just blanked out, you know. I could have hit him probably 2 or 3 times and, you know, said what I had to say to him, shake him up and got up out there. But then too, by me being that green, he probably would have recovered, came back and got at me. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, I was moving in the penitentiary with that move the way I should have moved, not even knowing that's what I should have done. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I had to do, because the threat was on me, and I had to eliminate the threat in a way that he would not be around me no more. And then had I hit him a couple of times and, you know, talk trash like they do out here on the street, like, you know, boom, boom, knock a man out and they say, yeah, all right. And then next thing you know, 2 days later, he done shot you in the back of the head. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't eliminate the threat. So I was moving the way I should have moved by getting rid of him and not even knowing it. You know what I'm saying? So it all worked out for me, man. Like I say, throughout this journey in prison, for anybody, no matter if they did 10 years, 5 years, or 33 years, man, you're gonna have to have some type of help from the big man, man. You know, you're gonna have to have some type of help from God to make it through first and foremost, and to make it through with as less scrapes and scars and as humanly possible, man. Because yeah, it's a vicious cycle, man. It's a vicious cycle that a lot of dudes don't come up out of that joint, and then some of them do come up out of there. You know, it don't even necessarily have to be the physical scars. It's the mental scars that done already got the best of them. You know, so to come out with as less of both as possible, physical and mental, man, you got to give thanks to somebody bigger than you, because it ain't you. It ain't all you. You know what I'm saying? Believe that, and I know that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, I feel blessed to be out here every day, because I'm the first one to tell you that it ain't had to happen. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to be here. You know, for sure. But yeah, man. But that was one of my first real serious incidents, man, that had me you know, I ain't know what was going on, man. All I knew, I had to do something. You know, I had to do something for something got done to me. You know, so yeah. And it was another dude beef, man. So shout out to Frog, man. If you anywhere out there somewhere, man, you know I put that work in for you, man. And he was a good dude, man. He was a good dude, man. I hope he's still alive. I hope he's doing well somewhere. You know, but anyway, man, I just wanted to get that to y'all, man. That was boom, 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 boom. I wanted to share that with y'all, and I want to be the first one to tell you, man, there's a blessing in every lesson, man. And the blessing is while I was learning on the fly how to survive in prison, I could have died in prison, you know what I'm saying, by making the wrong move at the wrong time, for the wrong reasons, or any of the above, you know what I'm saying. So the blessing is I didn't, you know, and I made it through, you know, that journey, and I'm out here to try to, you know, share this message, share this experience, share this knowledge with people that they'll never had to, you know, experience none of this stuff, man. Never had to go through anything like what I went through. And the only way to do that is to not go to prison, man. To not put yourself at risk to go to prison. To not put yourself in a position where you're going to be played out of these streets. You know what I'm saying? Your freedom, man, is of the utmost importance, man. And you need to act like that every day. And the best way to do that is by being smart, being safe, and making good decisions, man. And we're going to keep on preaching that, man, till it's an anthem. You know, it's an anthem, man. So we out here, TBP. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I appreciate y'all for always holding me down, for supporting me in whatever I do. Trust me when I tell y'all, it means the world to me. I love y'all, man. Y'all are definitely my family. And wherever I go, y'all will go with me. And we going somewhere. And we going to spread this positive energy, because they can't stop it. And if they get in the way, they going to have to duck these hooks. Please believe that, man. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. Boom, duck them hooks, man. They out here. Bang.
The banking special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.